87! Say hi!
Oh, hey Joe, I was wondering if, yeah, okay, I can see that you are very, very busy, so, I'm gonna go.
We got a new football game! Backbreaker! Hi-ya! Woo!
Hold it right there, Joe, you lawbreaker! Under Article 12, Section B, Point 3A2, it clearly states that any football game not named Madden shall never, ever, ever exist! It's quite clear! So, Joe, is this game you're talking about EA's Madden NFL?
No. Backbreaker.
Backbreaker? Backbreaker? Is that supposed to be a football game? Oh, come now, Joe. How could you be so stupid? Don't you know that the average football fan doesn't give a rat's ass if it doesn't have the NFL license? That's why we signed the exclusive NFL rights deal. We are the only football game in town. Hell, if it were up to me, I'd change the actual name NFL to Madden. That, combined with simplifying the game on the field, would certainly sell more tickets to the casual viewer.
I f***ing hate you. It's just a shame that right away Backbreaker is gonna be compared to the mega giant and monopoly that is EA's Madden NFL. This series has generated over $2 billion in retail sales, and now EA has the exclusive rights to the NFL players, stadiums, and properties through the end of the 2012 season, ending on February 2013. And it's damn likely that they're just gonna renew.
You can bet your ass we will.
See? This series has been around for decades, and now it's the only game in town that is allowed to have the NFL team. And that pisses me off because you know what? Now, every new football that comes out, everybody is going to expect it to be at least as good as Madden, if not completely and totally better in every way possible. Fine then, you sheep! Let's get this question out of the way then. Is it better than Madden? No, it's not better than Madden. But is it fun? Yes, it is. However, is it worth buying? Well, that's what we're here to try to find out. What makes Backbreaker unique, other than the fact that it's hella brave for releasing a football game without the NFL license, is its use of natural motion technology. The same technology that powered Red Dead Redemption. This technology, Euphoria, gives these player models realistic reactions to impacts. That would then seem perfect for the hard-hitting sport of football. And it is. This by far is the game's biggest strength. This is how next-gen football should be played. Motion feels so smooth and natural, and you will never, ever see the same tackle twice. None of this canned animation here. Most games utilize a system with maybe over 1,000 tackle animations with an algorithm that chooses which one you get based on the angle. Here, Backbreaker has an infinite number generated in real time. And it is so fun to watch each tackle and pile up. And this is what makes the strongest part of the game Tackle Alley. Tackle Alley is a minigame that showcases the natural motion engine. You're presented with waves and waves of defenders that you must juke, stiff arm, and spin your way through in order to score a touchdown. And sometimes you have specific zones to hit for more points. Now, I thought that this would be a gimmick, but I was wrong. There's even a 2-player competitive mode that puts you and your friend on the same field at the same time. My friend Angel even tried to run behind me so that all the defenders would tackle me instead of him while he gets away scot-free. This mode is where we had the most laughs and the most fun. I absolutely love the physics in this game, and it is really awesome seeing all of these things play out in slow motion.
I'm gonna execute a button hook pattern super slow-mo.
But what about the actual game, the 11-on-11 gridiron play? That's where things begin to fall apart. First off, it's not completely NFL rules, or at least I don't think it is. There were a few rule changes where it caused me to get a turnover and I was kind of scratching my head a bit. The issue here is the control scheme and the camera. We have been playing football games the same way for over 30 years. A top-down overhead view with the ability to see the full field, making decisions, watching plays unfold, and then taking advantage of the opportunity. In Backbreaker, the camera's up close to the player. The cool thing is it puts you right into the action on the field. But this limits your field of view and it doesn't lend itself very well to multiplayer at all. It has 2-player competitive or co-op and crappy split screen mode. What's worse is I don't even know how the hell they would support 4 players. Ever. Which is absolutely a serious no-no for me and my friends. And until this game has 4-player support, it's not going to be taken seriously by us. Guys, we should at least have the option to play from normal eagle eye point of view. Because you want to design a game in a particular way is fine, but don't punish every single football video game fan by not giving us the opportunity to play the way we are accustomed to. Second is the control scheme. It's mapped to the sticks instead of the face buttons. And this is really fun for the running game. Stiff arming, juking, spinning has never felt better. But what it does is it makes passing extremely difficult. You flick the right stick forward to pass to your primary receiver. But if you want to pass to your secondary receiver or anyone else, it's got this convoluted system where first you have to hold the left trigger to enter focus mode, then move over about 1 billion times to try to find the right receiver that was open, and then you have to flick the stick forward to pass to that receiver, and by then he's already not open anymore, which leads to an interception. It's just a terrible control system for passing in a fast-paced game like football. Now, arcade mode highlights the players and certain routes, but it restricts your playbook. Pro mode then opens up the playbook, but then gets rid of some of these other helpful features, which is why I recommend playing on custom mode, which is a mix of the two that you set in the options menu. This game has all the normal modes that you would expect. Yeah, online is a little bit bare bones, but in the single player you have Road to Backbreaker, which takes you through different leagues until you advance to the 32-team league and take on the BB Cup Bowl game. It also has a season mode where you can completely create your own custom league with 32 spots for custom created teams, very clearly making it possible for you to recreate the NFL with some hard work. However, the AI will recognize the NFL team names and some of the NFL player names, and it will disallow that team from going online. Actually, you can still go online, but it will swap out those names with something else. This is the team that I created.
Wait a minute! Joe! Is that the Dallas Cowboys? That's the NFL! You're stealing! Oh, you are so sued, my friend! I'm going to tell EA and the NFL! You license-stealing pirate! That property is mine! Mine!
Ultimately, Backbreaker has a solid foundation. The issue is that it's lacking and missing in almost all the other areas. It's missing the pageantry and the extras. It feels like a first attempt, because that's exactly what it is, which leads to a few lacking areas. The replay system is the most disappointing system ever. For a game that's supposed to show off its natural motion, it's far too restrictive. You cannot move the camera at all or focus on any other player than the player that you were playing with. It's useless and unforgivable. Another thing that bothers me is this game has no injuries. For a game called friggin' Backbreaker, you would expect the game to have some badass injuries, breaking your back, or people getting hurt and breaking their arms. But no, there is no injuries in the game. At least I haven't seen one. Not cool, guys. Not cool. But damn it, I really hope that these guys get the opportunity to do a sequel, because all this game needs is just one more shot, one more year to put in all those things that it was missing. To have its gameplay and rules tweaked, add faces to the players instead of just visors, add variation to the players, let them get dirty. Everything looks clean, too clean. People don't play football that clean, they get dirty. Add a bit more extras, add something on the sidelines, at least our own team. Add more pageantry and extras, and maybe even a story mode to introduce us to this world of Backbreaker. And add backbreaking, injuries. Then it would be a football game that no sports fan should ever miss. And I would herald its epicness from up high on the hill. However, right now I can only recommend this to only hardcore football fans to experience this unmatched physics system. And people like me who are willing to support an alternative choice to Madden. For somebody to be a David to Madden's Goliath. I was happy to buy it, even though I don't see myself playing it year round. Thankfully, it was only $49.99 instead of the full retail, harkening back to the good old days when NFL 2K5 was retailing at $20. Never mind, I'm not gonna go into that. Backbreaker gets a final verdict of average out of 10. It's an average game. It gets some things wrong, it's missing some key features, but it does get a lot of things right. Its physics engine gives us a taste of what we should be playing, and Tackle Alley mode is a lot of fun. But there are some things missing, especially the ability to play in normal view. And without 4-player support, for me, this is hard. I want to tell you to buy this game. I really do, so that it will do amazingly well and guarantee a sequel so we can get everything that I'm hoping for. But I just can't do it in its current form. But if you're like me and you're sick of corporate and their exclusive NFL rights deal, and you are dying for an alternative, it should be your duty to buy this. You'll be happy to support this game. You'll feel good about it. But for everybody else, this is a good rental. I'll see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show.
Let's see that in an instant replay.
Overlord, sir, there appears to be a new football game out.
What? The NFL 2K series is back? Oh shit! Assemble the troops, raise the shields, put the Madden developers on alert, release the dogs.
No, sir, it's called Backbreaker.
Oh, Backbreaker? You fool! I thought I was actually gonna have to force the Madden team to innovate even further outside of a few tweaks and roster updates every year. Don't scare me like that. You know damn well with our exclusive rights deal with the NFL that no one stands a chance.
Yes, sir, and I'll make sure that no one buys Backbreaker.
Also, make sure we renew our contract with the NFL immediately.
Yes, sir, right away. Corporate out.
Ah, the NFL. Now there's a company I can admire. So evil. I was honestly surprised when they came to us asking for an exclusive deal with only one publisher, valuing money over competition and innovation. Now that's sinister. A model enterprise, and no one can stop them, just like no one will stop us.